All right, let's get right into it. Recently, the border state of Punjab was rocked by back-to-back explosions. The immediate aftermath? A massive multi-agency terror investigation, and honestly, an equally massive political firestorm. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're cutting straight through the noise. We're going to look strictly at the ground facts, the hard forensic evidence gathered by the NIA, and map out exactly how a really critical security issue has transformed into a fierce, multi-party political debate.
So, here is our roadmap for today. We'll be covering 4 main sections. 1. Punjab's Twin City blasts. 2. Decoding the terror module. 3. Forensics and CCTV clues. And finally, 4. The political blame game. Let's dive in.
Section 1. Punjab's Twin City blasts.
Now, you really can't overstate the gravity of this situation. We are looking at 2 major, incredibly historic cities, Jalandhar and Amritsar, experiencing severe security breaches in rapid succession. Notice the striking parallels here. We aren't just looking at random, isolated events. The timing and the execution methods were simply way too similar to be a coincidence. When explosive devices are detonated in major urban centers this close together, the operational assumption immediately shifts, right? It goes from a localized crime to a coordinated systemic threat.
Section 2. Decoding the terror module.
Well, once that pattern became clear, intelligence agencies had to move fast to formulate working theories, and they heavily suspect the involvement of a single coordinated module. Basically, that means the exact same command structure likely planned both of these blasts. On top of that, agencies are intensely investigating a potential Khalistani angle. Given the recent uptick in separatist activities, authorities are probing whether these blasts are a deliberate strategy by an organized network to destabilize the entire border state.
Section 3. Forensics and CCTV clues. But to actually prove these intelligence theories, investigators need hard scientific evidence. The National Investigation Agency, or NIA, relies on a really meticulous step-by-step process. Step 1, obviously, is securing the blast sites to prevent any scene contamination. Step 2 involves collecting soil and improvised explosive device, or IED residue samples. This is absolutely crucial because the chemical signature acts exactly like a fingerprint. It can often link the bomb directly back to specific terror organizations that are known for using those exact materials. And step 3 is the digital dragnet, analyzing all the local CCTV.
And let me tell you, digital surveillance has literally been a game changer here. In Amritsar, cameras captured the exact moment of the blast, giving investigators a precise timestamp and visual radius. Meanwhile, in Jalandhar, cameras picked up highly suspicious movements around the site right before the detonation. Now, these aren't just minor digital breadcrumbs. They have directly led to authorities detaining suspects and launching active interrogations to try and unravel this whole network.
Section 4. The political blame game.
Okay, so while the NIA is doing all this scientific work on the ground, a completely different kind of explosion was happening in the political arena. Let's start with the official intelligence perspective. Punjab's Director General of Police, Gaurav Yadav, publicly stated that these attacks are a conspiracy orchestrated by Pakistan's ISI. He even specifically linked the timing to the anniversary of Operation Sindoor. That was a historical military intelligence operation against cross-border terrorism, so he's pointing directly at retaliation. The official police stance is squarely focused on foreign national security threats.
But then, the state's political leadership took a radically different angle. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, from the ruling Aam Aadmi Party, pointed fingers directly at the BJP. He accused them of playing politics over a highly sensitive security issue. Notice how the ruling party frames the fallout here. It's entirely through a domestic political lens. They're treating the criticism against the government as politically motivated, rather than purely security-focused.
And the counterattack from the BJP was extremely swift. BJP Punjab Chief Sunil Jakhar shot back, accusing Chief Minister Mann of making irresponsible statements driven just by a fear of losing power. But it's the second half of his accusation that represents a really severe escalation. Jakhar alleges that state police are being diverted from catching criminals to instead spy on local MLAs. That directly questions the actual priorities of the state police right in the middle of an active terror investigation.
Adding yet another layer to the whole shebang, the Congress Party introduced a totally different political theory. Congress leader Amarinder Singh Raja Waring accused the central government of intentionally waiting for Punjab's law and order to deteriorate. The alleged motive? To use that instability to justify imposing governor's rule, which would essentially take administrative control right out of the hands of the elected state government.
And finally, the Shiromani Akali Dal, or SAD, jumped right into the fray too, demonstrating that literally every single major political party in the region has clashed over this incident. They heavily criticized Chief Minister Mon, going as far as labeling his political rhetoric surrounding the blasts as anti-national. What we are witnessing here is a complete fracturing of political discourse. Instead of presenting a unified front, the blasts have basically become a catalyst for multi-directional political warfare.
So this brings us to a really critical crossroads. On one track, you have the NIA meticulously piecing together physical evidence to dismantle a very real Terra module. But on the other track, we have a deeply fractured political landscape, where a major security crisis instantly triggers accusations of spying and calls for governor's rule. The ultimate question we have to walk away with is this. As the physical investigation continues, will this intense political polarization hinder the state's ability to respond to future threats? Or can political unity actually be achieved when national security is quite literally on the line? It's a vital question to ponder as we keep tracking this developing story. Keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.